Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Jen here, in case you don't know me and you're new. And if you're not new, welcome back. Alright, so today I wanted to do my Sephora holiday haul and show you guys what I've gotten. I think there's one more weekend. I think it's this weekend through Monday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I believe it's 15% for regular insiders. And I do believe that the Sephora's will still honor your Rouge status at 20% if you mention it. At least my Sephora will. I'm special. Anyway, so if you want to see what I got at Sephora for my haul and my recommendations and reviews, then keep on watching. Hey, what up? Okay. So I shopped over a couple of weekends, and this was not just like one day go in, do it all. And so I'm just going to show you what I got. I've used all of it. So I'm going to tell you what I think about it. And yeah, we're just going to go from there. So, the first thing I got, I love the Sephora clay masks. These are some of my favorites. Last year, they had an 8-pack of these that was like 40 bucks and they lasted so long. This year they have the 3. This one is skin balancing and mattifying, which I love because I have oily skin. And then this one is unifying and brightening. It kind of reminds me of the Tatcha brightening, but it's clay instead of like that kind of silky feeling stuff. And then purifying and pore perfecting. I like these masks because they're inexpensive and they work just like high-end ones, relatively speaking. I can't say like all of them because I have one high-end that's like my fave and they last a long time. I would say there's probably, if you use a brush, there's probably 8 to 10 masks in each one of these bags. So, I mean, that's pretty good. They're $8 individually, and I think it was like $12 or $14 for the 3. So, not bad. My favorite tried and true makeup wipe. Oh my god, I love these so much. I love them for the way they smell, and I use my cleansing stick from Unique and wipe it off, and then I don't have to double wash or cleanse or anything. That is all I need. The cleansing stick and this. So good. Smells so good. I also have a hand lotion that smells like this, but I didn't want to go dig it out of my purse for video purposes, because I'll forget to put it back and then I won't have one, so meh. But I love these. These are my favorite. They do have a lot of different like scents and flavors, so just check them out. The next thing I got is the Tropical Cleanse Daily Exfoliating Cleanser by Glam Glow. And this is 5 fluid ounces. And it's a daily exfoliant, but I don't use it every day because I use a Dior exfoliant. It's like a powder to foam. And so I do them on off days so that I'm not using, you know, too much of one product. It does say it's safe enough for everyday use, but it does hurt when it gets in your eyes. So be careful. If you shop at Sephora and if you are not sure if you're going to like something, you can ask for a sample of it and just ask them like, hey, can I have 2 samples of this? And it'll last you a good week and you can figure out if you like it, if your skin's going to like it, and all that jazz. The next 2 things I have are both from Makeup Forever. This one is the same color. They're both Y215, and this one is the full matte, and this one is just the HD Ultra Tint. This is more full coverage and longer lasting than this one. This one's a really good summer foundation, and this one's just a really good, like, just anytime you want to be super matte and you want to wear it all freaking day long. I like the Makeup Forever formulas, and I like the color. It matches pretty good. Okay. Next, I got the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh Powder. And this is the one that goes on feeling kind of wet. I also use her under eye brightener powder. I love, love, love it. Wearing it today. And this one does feel kind of wet. You are supposed to keep the lid closed, but I just use a nice brush and put it on. It makes my complexion look so smooth and just really good. It just looks really good. It's not dry and cakey. It doesn't look ashy. This is so good. And I have super oily skin, but I really, really enjoy this powder. Before I spill that everywhere. Okay, next is the First Aid Beauty Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealer. I'm wearing it today. This is in the color Bone. This is number 1. When I first got this, because I really enjoy the Josie Marion Argan one, and I wear it underneath my eyes. It looks great, but the color's not light enough for me in the winter, but this one is. And it's not quite as thick as that one. It's a little more sheer, which is why I worried that it wouldn't be good coverage and it wouldn't wear all day. But I'm actually thoroughly impressed with this. And this one is by First Aid Beauty. They have like a tinted moisturizer kind of foundation, and then this, but they really don't have any other makeup. I do use 2 of their face washes though. The regular face wash and then the red one with the clay, because I'm oily and I have acne problems. So another love from First Aid Beauty. All right, next we have the Gimme Brow Volumizing Fiber Gel in the color number 1. I got this in a Sephora play box and ended up really liking it. I thought maybe number color 1 would be too light for me, but it's actually perfect. And I discover a lot of things in my Sephora play boxes that I never would have known about. This is one of them, and I really, really love it. Next is a tried and true Anastasia of Beverly Hills. This is a number 7B. It still has stuff on it from doing my eyebrows. This helps your eyebrows to look really nice and like feathered, and so they look more natural. And then of course your spoolie to like kind of go through and just, you know, fan it all out. Love, love, love it. Love the pomade. Next is a new thing, and this is from Violet Voss. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this because this is so good. If you like the Stila glitters, then you'll probably like these. This is just as good, but it's cheaper. It's like $15, I think. It's not very much at all. This is the color Cosmo, I'm pretty sure. Cosmic Cosmo. But look at the shimmer on that. There's so many different colors in it, and it's just absolutely stunning on the eye. Violet Voss outdid herself with those. Careful not to get that on my sweater. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I also went ahead and picked up Sultry. This palette is actually very cool toned. I will say I typically like her matte formulations, but in this particular palette, I did not. The matte formulations in here, for me, they don't blend out very well. And although they're highly pigmented, if they don't blend out well, like with a brush, then that's an issue for me. I will say, however, like the shimmers in here, the rose quartz and the pearl, I mean, the shimmers in here are just to die for. And I reach for these shimmers when I use other palettes because they're so good. So I would say there's a lot of shimmers in here, and you know, if you're willing to go just for the shimmers, I would say go ahead, because it's an equal amount of shimmer and kind of matte colors. But you may like the matte colors. Just because I don't doesn't mean that you won't. But that is the palette there. You can see all the colors. I won't swatch too many other colors, but that top color right there is one of my favorite in the whole palette, and it is really pretty. So you might think about it. Next is Natasha Denona Cranberry palette, and I love the Natasha Denona formulas. I will say I don't love the mattes in here, but that being said, there's 3 really nice shimmers, and this purple one has like pink and silver reflex in it. And if not for just that color alone, I really like this. So, so pretty. So, again, the mattes in this one are not my favorite. I have my favorite matte formulations. Jeffree Star is one of my favorite matte formulations. Natasha Denona is a really good matte formulation. I like Morphe's matte formulations. Those are really good. Yeah. Next, we have Artist Couture Diamond Luxe Highlighter in the color Sex Pose. And this one is a very, very pressed highlighter. I did not like the loose ones, but this is it right here. And these pressed ones are really nice. I thought I would like Hot Damn, but I ended up, when I swatched it and looked at it, it was just not a color I really wanted to wear. It was more gold than like the pinky undertones that I thought. But this one right here, I like it. It looks really good on the cheeks. Okay, next is a Violet Voss, and this is Glamingo. I do have the eyeshadow palette that goes with this, and it's got a really nice big mirror, but it's got 2 blush shades, it's supposed to be 2 highlighter shades, and then like a bronzer and a contour. I actually really enjoyed this. This is the same color as the ABH Saddle, which is a perfect color for my skin tone. And if you like to do shimmer bronzers and like a highlighter and then the blushes, this palette's really nice and it's very inexpensive for a Sephora kind of brand. So I would say go out on a limb and get it. The highlight's not totally blinding. I mean, I'll swatch it for you here. It's really, really subtle highlight, but if you like a subtle highlight, you'll like that. I particularly don't. I like my highlight to look like this. Hello. Yeah. Okay, next is the Dior. And this is the Dior highlighter in the color 05. And this is the Rose Glow. And this color, find a spot here, is so pretty. It's that one right there. It's so blinding. It's as bright as this eyeshadow, but it's so good and it feels so good, and it comes with this lovely little case, and it just makes you feel so nice and bougie and just, you know, high class or whatever. So if you're going for that, then check it out. I need to get one of these makeup wipes out because I have a feeling I'm going to be highlighting more, and so we're going to need my hand here. Whew, smells so good. So good. All right. Next is the Fenty Beauty highlighter. I think I have all of her highlighters except for like the orange and pink one. Her highlighters are really nice. This one, it looks glittery, and people told me it's not as glittery when you put it on your cheek. Yes, hunty, it is. It's beautiful and it's blinding, but it's glittery. So if you don't like glitter, if you don't like glitter, you're not going to like this. So just a heads up, that's it. And yes, you can see the glitter. Is it blinding and look wet? Yes, absolutely. But that being said, all right. Dun, 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 dun. Next is one of those things that I always have around, and it lasts forever, months and months and months. If you use a brush for your masks, they're going to last so much longer. I'm still using my samples, girl. This is a pink clay mask, and oh, I hate when I do that. And you put the lid on and the words don't go the right way. Help me. Help me, little baby Jesus. Okay. And this is the pink clay. This is the pores away. So this helps make your pores smaller. And it really does help. And when I'm not using this, or I don't have a sample of it, or I don't have the mask, I can definitely tell that the pores, like right through here, are so much larger. Don't get me wrong, they're huge. Looking at them right now, you're like, damn, Gina. I know, but that's why I use it, and that's why it's worth it. Okay, next we have the Huda Beauty Nudes palette, and I did a tutorial on this one. It's got a nice mirror per usual. I did a tutorial on this one the other day, and these shimmer shadows are really nice. These two are like glitter, like the pressed glitter in her other palettes, which, you know, you learn your own things. This is just a regular shimmer. And then these here with like the white pearly flecks in them are a type of new pressed glitter. It's like glitter mixed with shimmer mixed with loose glitter. Pearly stuff. It's really weird. And the matte colors, I mean, it comes with the concealer, so you can prep your eye and then do whatever. So it didn't really help with the shimmers. I like her other two palettes, and I like her mini palettes, but the formulation of this one, the color in the pan is not the color that comes out on your eyes. They're all really pinky instead of like this mauve-y, brownie, you know, nude looking palette. It ends up being like bright hot ass pink on your eyes. So I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and swatch this color Excite for you so you guys can see what I'm saying about the glitter. I'm trying to, like, you know, spread it out, and it just gets stuck in that one spot. It doesn't spread well. And then I'll go ahead and show you, we'll show you Charmed, and that's going to be one of these right here. And They look really nice, but they're so hard to get on. You literally have to apply them with your finger or they're not going to go on. And if you have hooded eyes like I do, you're going to have a lot of transfer and it's going to go up on top. It's just not my favorite. And then I'm going to go ahead and show you teas here. This is like, it looks, you know, kind of like a brownie, kind of mauve-y. But when you get it out of the pan, it's so much lighter because it's that dark color right there. This one right here is what that color is. And it ends up going on like this color. So I just have an issue with that. I really wanted to like it, and I think if you're going to make an eyeshadow palette that's called nudes, it shouldn't all be bright pink. It's kind of a disappointment. So I'll keep playing with it and see if I can get it to work for myself. But right now, I would say not my favorite. Not my favorite. Okay. Next, we have Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. If you guys know me, you know that these color schemes are right up my alley. It's got a nice mirror. It's got the middle piece that has the names, and then it also blocks the mirror. It does fold all the way back. I don't know about you, but I really appreciate that in a palette. These colors are absolutely amazing. When I got this palette, though, you can kind of still tell residually here, and then residually on another shimmer here. They looked kind of wet around it. You know what I mean? It looks kind of wet around the pan. Not quite sure what that's from. It didn't deter me from using it. I'll go ahead and show you a shimmer, and then I'll show you a matte. And these are just really nice. They go on effortlessly. They blend out like a dream. And it's her regular matte formula, like in her Tropic palette. But the shimmers in here are so much better than the ones that were in the Tropic palette. This is probably my favorite palette that she's ever done. All right. So, as you all know, oh, we're not quite there yet. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Okay, Sephora has a point system, and they just switched it up. So you can take your points, and you can turn it into 2,500 points. You can turn into a $100 gift card. Well, I have like 3,000 and some astronomical. I never spend my points because I'm like, there's nothing I ever like. I'm going to save for the big one. You know what I mean? I was like really saving for like 10,000, get a trip to somewhere, get yourself there, and like have this whole, you know, event thing. But when they had the $100 gift card come out, I was like, shit, yeah. So I waited and waited and waited and checked in and checked in and checked in. And finally, I got to get a $100 gift card. So after the thing I'm going to show next, I'll show you the things that I got with that gift card and turn my points in for. So this is the Pat McGrath. This is the Sublime. And I also did a tutorial with this palette the other day. I wasn't too crazy about it in the tutorial, but once I really started looking at the colors on my eyes and I really started getting a feel for what her shadows are like, I honestly, like, they're so good. And if you move them just the right way, they kind of shift to a different color. And they're just magical. So my tutorial, I wasn't like a huge fan of it, but the more I look at these, the more I love them. And they did wear all day. I will say that. They wore all freaking day. So I still want the Bronze Mothership palette. Yes, I do. All right, so with my $100 for my points that I cashed in, I went ahead and got 3 items. I got the Shameless samples, and then I got some hair poo samples. I forget what it was called, but I used it today. It's not too bad. It looks pretty good. I need a damn haircut, but oh my goodness. Really? I'll go fix it later. Whatever. Okay, so the first thing I got was the Burberry foundation in soft cashmere in the color Porcelain number 11. Perfect match to my YSL B20 Ivory. Perfect match. I love this. I love the way it makes my skin look. It is a medium coverage, but you can build it up, and it looks really, really good on my skin. Like, really makes my skin look good. I'm loving it. So I'm glad I have a winter foundation, and I did not spend any money on it. Oh, it's free. All right, and the next thing I got was another Pat McGrath item. This is a highlighter palette, and I'm wearing it today. I'm not sure if you can really see it right now. This is the color I'm wearing. It's like a pinky, very iridescent. It kind of went with the transition shade that I had here. And then the second one is kind of like a green gold color. Looks really rad. And then the third one is a bronzy, kind of orangey champagne. So this is it right here. The only thing with the points when you get the $100 card, you can't return it and get something different. Say if I got the foundation and it wasn't my color, they would let me exchange for the right color, but they would not let me get a different product. So when you spend that money, you need to make sure it's the shade, the whatever, you need to make sure it's what you want, because you do not get to exchange or get a refund for it. That's it. Like, that's, the sale is final, period. It doesn't matter. All right, so the next thing I got is the Kevyn Aucoin limited edition nude pop, and it's what I'm wearing today. Ta-da. And it comes with a really, really nice mirror. This is the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to do you guys like I always do and let you see the colors. This, honestly, is such a damn good palette. I really thought when I got it, I was like, oh, there's kind of like satins and kind of shimmers, and they've kind of got ones that look kind of like the chrome paint pots and the way they would lay on your face, and it's going to be bad fallout. But honestly, it's gone on. I don't use a primer. That's not who I am. Well, on my eyes anyway. And it looks so good. The colors in the pan are what they look like on your eye. That is what an eyeshadow palette should be like. So thank you to Mel Thompson, because she reviewed this and she's been raving about it. And so I finally, when I got my gift card, I was like, yay, yay, I can get it too, girl. Okay, and then the next thing is the Pat McGrath Mini Matte Trance Skin Show Trio in limited release first edition. And these are the colors right here, if you can see them. 1995, Flesh 3, and OMI. And then those are the colors right there. I just didn't really... It's $25 for these three. It's a pretty good deal. I really only like the OMI in 1995. The Flesh 3 is a little bit bright red for me, and I don't really go that way. But, you know, you got to wear a gloss or something with them, or put something underneath your lips, because they kind of flake off and make you look like you have chapped lips, even though your lips are not chapped. So it looks kind of funny when it comes off, and I just don't like that. So, that's my haul. You guys go out, get signed up as a beauty insider if you're not. Get the rewards, get the points, get the stuff, get the gift card, and earn some things. You know what I mean? If you're spending your money, you should be getting points back and getting things back. So I was excited to get a $100 gift card, and of course I'm going to keep saving my points because I have an astronomical amount anyway, and do it that way. If you have any questions, let me know. Some affiliate codes are down below. You'll know. And yeah, that's it. If you have any questions, let me know. I have oily skin. I'm in my 30s, almost 40. I'm very fair, pale, and acne prone, if that helps you. I don't know if it does or not, but it might. Okay, so I will see you later. Do good, be good, you are good. I love you, be kind, and have a great weekend.